How rude.
I can't believe there's still slavery in the galaxy. The Republic's anti-slavery laws.
The Republic doesn't exist out here. We must have on our own, you daft cunt.
Jar Jar snatches some food from the bowl at the under of the table with his tongue. Do that, Nathaniel. Okay, never mind. Oh, nice. Padme looks. Oh, dude, that was really good.
Good one.
Padme looks over at Jar Jar. Qui-Gon gives him a dirty look.
Excuse me?
Has anyone seen a pod race?
Padme shakes her head no.
They have pod racing on Malastari. Very fast, very dangerous.
I'm the only human who can do it.
You must have Jedi reflexes if you race pods.
Anakin smiles. Jar Jar attempts to snare another bit of food from the bowl with his tongue, but Qui-Gon, in a flash, grabs it between his thumb and forefinger. Jar Jar is startled.
Don't do that again.
Jar Jar tries to acknowledge with some silly mumbling. Qui-Gon lets go of his tongue, and it snaps back into Jar Jar's mouth.
You're a Jedi Knight, aren't you?
What makes you think that?
I saw your laser sword. Only Jedi carry that kind of weapon.
Qui-Gon leans back and slowly smiles.
Perhaps I killed a Jedi and took it from him.
I don't think so. No one can kill a Jedi.
Oh, I wish that were so.
I had a dream I was a Jedi. I came back here to free all the slaves. Have you come to free us?
No, I'm afraid not.
I think you have. Why else would you be here?
Dude, Anakin has now become like, it's very like regal, like.
I believe you have.
I think
Why
you
else would you be here?
Qui-Gon thinks for a moment.
I can see there's no fooling you. We're on our way to Coruscant, the central system in the Republic, on a very important mission.
How did you end up here in the Outer Rim?
Our ship was damaged, and we're stranded here until we can repair it.
I can help. I can fix anything.
I believe you can, but first we must acquire the parts we need.
With no nothing moolah to trade.
These junk dealers must have a weakness of some kind.
I'm gambling all our everyday revolves around in all those awful races.
Pod racing! Greed can be a powerful ally.
I've built a racer. It's the fastest ever. There's a big race tomorrow on Bunta Eve. You could enter my pod.
And again, what I won't let you, you little twat!
Watto doesn't know I've built it. You could make him think it was yours and get him to let me pilot it for you.
Qui-Gon looks to Shmi. She is upset.
I don't want you little arse to me out there racing. It's awful. I die every time. What makes you do it?
But Mom!
I love it. The prize money would be more than pay for the parts they need.
Your mother's right. Is there anyone friendly to the Republic who might help us?
Shmi shakes her head no.
Mother, you said the biggest problem in the universe is that no one helps each other.
Being in Cockney.
Shmi sighs heavily.
I'm sure Qui-Gon doesn't want to put your son in danger. We'll find some other way.
No, there's no other way. I may not like it, but the little shit can help you. He was meant to help you.
Exterior Mos Espa Street Day. Street people fill the streets. Nice. As a bantha and a few land speeders go by.
Yo, what's up, street people?
Yo,
What's up, dog? We from the street. We're the street people.
Yo,
Just in case you were
streets,
confused on
streets,
what kind of
streets,
people were
baby.
in these streets. Jeez, dude. Clean up the mess and rebuild their food stalls. Qui-Gon, Jar Jar, and Padme are walking toward Watto's shop. R2 is rolling behind them. Padme stops Qui-Gon as he is about to enter the shop.
Are you sure about this? Trusting our fate to a boy we hardly know? The Queen will not approve.
The Queen does not need to know.
Well, I don't approve.
What a little freaking spoiled brat. Qui-Gon turns and starts into the ship. Interior Watto's junk shop day. Qui-Gon walks in, and Watto and Anakin join him.
The boy tells me you want to sponsor him in the race. How can you do this? Not on Republic credits, I think, huh?
My ship will be the entry fee.
Qui-Gon pulls a small object that looks like a watch out of his pocket, and a hologram of the Naboo spacecraft appears about a foot long in front of Watto. He studies it.
Oh, not bad, not bad. A Nubian, huh?
It's in good order, except for the parts I need.
What would the boy ride? He smashed on my last part in the race. It will take some time to fix it.
Anakin is embarrassed and steps forward.
It wasn't my fault, really. Saboba flashed me with his Vince. I actually saved the pod, mostly.
That you did, huh? The boy's good. No doubts there, huh?
Well, I've acquired a pod in a game of chance. The fastest ever built.
I hope you didn't kill anyone I know for it. So, you supplied the pod and the entry fee, and I supplied the boy. We split the winnings 50-50, I think.
If it's going to be 50-50, I suggest you front the cash for the entry. If we win, you keep all the winnings minus the cost of the parts I need. If we lose, you keep my ship.
Watto thinks about this. Anakin tries not to be nervous.
Either way, you win.
Deal.
Qui-Gon leaves the shop.
Yo pana bihota, media.
Interior Naboo spacecraft lounge. Obi-Wan stands in the lounge of the Naboo spacecraft, speaking into his comlink. Qui-Gon is on the back porch of the hovel.
What if this plan fails, Master? We could be stuck here for a long time.
Well, it's too dangerous to call for help now. A ship without a power supply isn't going to get us anywhere, and there's something about this boy.
Exterior Mos Espa slave quarters, porch day. Qui-Gon puts the comlink away as Shmi comes onto the porch. Padme, Anakin, Jar Jar, and R2 work on the engines of the pod racer in the courtyard below.
You should be proud of your son. He gives without any thought of reward.
Where he really knows nothing of green. He has
He has special powers.
yeah.
He can see things before they happen. That's why he appears to have such quick reflexes. It is a Jedi trait.
It's better than a fucking slave's life.
Had he been born in the Republic, we would have identified him early. The Force is unusually strong with him, that much is clear. Who was his father?
There was no father except for the Lord. I'm a virgin. I carried him. I gave him birth. I raised him. I can't explain what happened. God,
Qui-Gon nods.
can you help him?
I don't know. I didn't actually come here to free slaves.
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't fucking know.
I got something to do. Okay. Exterior Mos Espa slave quarters, backyard day. Kitster, a young Indian boy about Anakin's age, Seek, a red-headed boy of 10, Amy, a girl of 9, a little girl about 6, and Wald, a Rhodian. That little girl about 6 has no name. A Rhodian, 6 years old, join Anakin, Jar Jar, R2, and Padme securing some wiring. R2 whistles and hoots in greeting. Oh yeah, I forgot.
We can't hear you.
I forgot. Wow, are we an astro droid? I'm so lucky!
This isn't the half of it. I'm entered in the Bonta race tomorrow.
What? What this?
I don't think I assigned anyone to this. Ona Joker! Ona Joker, Annie! And
You've
then-
been working on that thing for years!
It's never gonna run.
Come on, let's go and play ball. Keep racing, Annie. You're gonna be bug squash.
Seek, Wald, Amy, and the little girl take off laughing. What a bunch of punks. Jar Jar is fiddling with one of the energy binder plates.
Hey, Jar Jar, keep away from those energy binders. If your hand gets caught in that beam, it'll go numb for hours.
Jar Jar drops the tool he had bends down to pick it up and come right up into the energy blinders. It makes a little electronic pop, zaps him in the mouth, and he jumps back. Jar Jar tries to say something, but his mouth is numb and his words are garbled.
Oh, my tongue is fat.
Jar Jar sees that a tool is stuck in the engine and reaches in to get it, but gets his head caught instead. His hand.
Oh, hey, I'm stuck.
You know, I find that Jar Jar creature very odd.
R2 twitters in response. He tweets, "You don't even know if this thing gonna run." Anakin jumps into a little capsule behind the two giant engines.
It will.
Qui-Gon approaches the group and gives Anakin a small battery.
I guess it's time we find out. Here, use this power charge. Come on, Kitster, let's move away.
How do you know my name?
Jedi intuition.
I read your Jedi.
I am a good Jedi.
Jar Jar.
That's Jar Jar.
My mouth, I'm stuck. Help,
Padme sees Jar Jar's trouble and walks over to help him.
my tongue is fat.
R2 beeps something.
You're quite right. He's very odd indeed.
Oh, thank you.
Jar Jar looks at Anakin and gives him the thumbs up and walks away. Anakin flips a switch and the engines ignite with a roar. Everyone looks at each other with smiles.
It's working! It's working! You're welcome.
Exterior Mos Espa slave quarters porch day. Shmi, watching from the porch, smiles sadly. Exterior slave quarters balcony night. Anakin sits in the balcony rail of his hovel as Qui-Gon tends to a cut. The boy leans back to look at the vast blanket of stars in the sky.
Stay still, Annie. Let me clean this cut.
There's so many. Do they have all? Do they all have a system of planets?
Most of them.
Has anyone been to them all?
Not likely.
I want to be the first one to see them all.
Shmi, I wanna freaking see all the planets. Shmi, what is it? Shmi says something.
Yells from inside the hovel.
Shmi yells from inside the hovel.
Oi!
Ouch!
Qui-Gon wipes a patch of blood off Anakin's arm.
There we are. Good as new.
I'm gonna tell you fucking horse again!
Qui-Gon scrapes Anakin's blood into a comlink chip.
What are you doing?
Just checking your blood for infections.
Oh.
You have
Dude,
a
that
big
should
day
be so
tomorrow.
illegal, dude.
Good night.
It's like a illegal practitioner. He's like, oh, just
Checking your blood for infections.
blood for infections. Anakin rolls his eyes and runs into the hovel. Qui-Gon takes the blood-stained chip and inserts it into the comlink, then calls Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan,
Yes, Master.
I need an analysis of this blood sample I'm sending you.
Wait a minute.
I need a midichlorian count.
The reading's off the chart. Over 20,000. Even Master Yoda doesn't have a midichlorian count that high.
No Jedi has.
Boggers.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
The Jedi Knight looks up and sees Shmi in the doorway watching him. Embarrassed, she goes back into the kitchen while Qui-Gon ponders the situation. Exterior Tatooine Desert Mesa night. The sinister-looking Sith spacecraft lands on top of the desert mesa. Okay, so just so that we, Darth Maul is watching them with his binoculars. Exterior Mos Espa Arena main hangar day. Race crews mill about outside the main hangar. Interior Mos Espa Arena main hangar day. The hangar is a large building with a dozen or so pod racers being ready for the race. Alien crews and pilots rush about, making last-minute fixes on their vehicles. Watto, Qui-Gon, and Jar Jar walk through the activity.
I want to see your spaceship the moment the race is over.
Patience, my good friend. You'll have your winnings before the sun's set. We'll be far away from here.
Not if your ship belongs to me, I think. I warn you, no funny business.
You don't think Anakin will win?
Watto stops before an orange racer, sitting to one side, having his shoulders and neck massaged by twin Yobanas. Is Sebulba.
Yo, bananas.
Don't get me wrong, I have a great faith in the boy. He's a good to your race. But Sebulba there is going to win, I think.
Watto flies over. Can somebody say my name? Watto flies over to where Sebulba is getting a massage as Jar Jar's eyes bug out in shock. That's Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
Oh no!
Oh no! I had said it.
Oh no!
I had said it, but I forgot I turned push to talk on. So that's why didn't? Yeah, sorry.
No, dude, don't worry about it. Okay, Qui-Gon?
Why do you think that?
He always wins. I'm betting heavily on Sebulba.
I'll take that bet.
You what?
I'll wager my new racing pod against, say, the boy and his mother.
No. No pod's worth 2 slaves. Not by a long shot.
The boy, then.
Watto thinks a bit as Jar Jar looks around.
Well, let fate decide, huh? I just happen to have a chance cube here. Blue, it's the boy. Red, his mother.
Watto tosses the cube down. Qui-Gon lifts his hand slightly and straight up cheats. It turns blue. Qui-Gon smiles. Watto is super pissed.
You won the small toss, Outlander, but you won't win the race, so it makes little difference.
Anakin and Padme enter the hangar on one of the EOBs, holding an engine. Kitster and Shmi on the other EOB, with 3PO walking alongside. R2 trundles behind, pulling the pod. Watto flies off, laughing. He passes Anakin as he leaves.
Una bakisa, bona bakisa patiso. Or wanna meet the chabad.
What do you mean by that?
I'll tell you later. Good morning.
Doesn't feel right.
I don't know why it's a good morning after it, but I'll tell you later. Good morning?
Maybe he says that to like someone who like maybe I don't know. Qui-Gon walks over to where Shmi is seated on the EOP and helps her down. Oh, because Shmi just came in, I guess. R2 beeps at 3PO.
Oh my, space travel sounds rather perilous.
R2 emits a series of beeps.
I can assure you, you will never get me onto one of those dreadful starships.
So, this is so wizard, Annie. I'm sure you'll do it this time.
Do what?
Finish the race, of course.
You've never won a race?
Well, not exactly.
Not even finished?
You'll make him finish.
Anakin. Anakin, look sheepish.
Guess that's right. I will this time.
Of course you will.
Qui-Gon, he doesn't seem so proud. Qui-Gon and Padme look at each other. Padme is concerned. Exterior Mos Espa Street. Okay, so I'm just trying to see where. So, do you guys want to go through the pod race that has no dialogue? I doubt you guys want to.
I would like to make the sound effects for it, so yes, please.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it, and then if it gets too boring, then we can. It'll be everyone needs to be the different pod races. So like someone needs to do Sepulba's like. Okay. All right, sounds good. One of Darth Maul's proby droids slowly floats down the main street of Mos Espa. It looks in shops and studies people as it searches for Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, or the Queen. Exterior mods. God, this guy sucks, dude. Desert Race Arena. Okay. An extreme high, wide.
What angle?
Heard the angle.
TM, dude.
My gosh. Reveals a vast arena in the Tatooine desert. A large semicircular. See, and he didn't even put FX on this one. Freaking trash, dude. A large. Was doing at least 100,000. Sorry, my thing got all messed up. 100,000. Where was I looking? People dominates the landscape. Large viewing platforms loom over the racetrack. Interior, Mos Espa Arena Announcers Box Day. A two-headed announcer describes the scene. This is Foden Beat.
Tugi tugi tung michakuka de bunta magita.
That's absolutely right. And a big tornado from all corners of the Outer Rim territories. I see the kids are making their way out onto the starting grid.
Exterior. Mos Espa Desert Race Arena Day. On the left side of the tracks across from the grandstand. Racer emerges from a large hangar. Surrounded by several crew members. Pods are pulled by a wide variety of creatures and are led by aliens carrying flags. The pilots stand facing the royal box.
La ima bistu.
I see Ben Quadranaros from the Ton system.
Egas gano duwa nupa on Petrovia.
Two-time winner, Bulls Roar.
Tula mustawo grani champion se bulba de pixeletos plastilia. Buki.
And a late entry, Anakin Skywalker, a local boy.
Wampa pedunki unko.
The crowd cheers as Anakin waves.
Woo!
The guy gets killed in the eye.
I see the flaggers are moving onto the track.
Exterior, Mos Espa Arena Grandstand Day. Colorful canopies shade some of the spectators. Vendors sell barbecued creature parts and colorful drinks. Exterior, Mos Espa Arena Anakin's Pod Day effects. Jar Jar is standing near an Eope who makes a stink.
Yusa.
Makes a stink. Behind Jar Jar, Sebulba comes up to Anakin's pod engines and disconnects something, laughing. He continues to walk around the cockpit where Anakin continues to connect things.
Nisa Bespa Watashang? Going on?
Just grundi da pot slimo.
Dang, you just called him a sleemo, dude. Anakin looks the evil Sebulba in the eye with a cold stare.
Nankabata Puru!
Bro, what the fuck?
That's pretty close.
No.
Sebulba walks away as Qui-Gon. What's up?
You all set, Annie?
Yep.
Alright.
Qui-Gon. Alright, dude. Qui-Gon picks him up and sets him down in the racer.
Remember, concentrate on the moment. Feel, don't think. Use your instinct.
I will.
May the force be with you.
Qui-Gon steps away as Anakin puts on his helmet and goggles. Exterior, Mos Espa Arena Royal Book Day. FX. All the pilots bow from the waist as Jabba the Hutt enters the box and waves to the crowd. Foden Beat.
Oh, grandiolus amuin tota parina jabaduhot.
The crowd freaking goes insane. Jabba moves out of the box to greet the crowd. One other slug-like hut follows, along with humans and aliens. A slave girl on a chain is led alongside Jabba.
Chobaso, Tamkichi Bonta Rulia, Kimada Hodra Duwundi.
The powerful energy binders in the various pods ignite, and the engines roar. Exterior Mos Espa Arena viewing platform day. Shuri looks nervously to Qui-Gon as he enters the viewing platform. Padme and Jar Jar are already on board. The platform rises like an elevator.
Elvis?
He's fine.
You Jedi are far too reckless. The Queen is not.
The Queen trusts my judgment, young handmaiden. You should too.
You assume too much.
Exterior Mos Espa Arena Announcers Box Day.
Start your engines!
Exterior Mos Espa Arena starting grid day. Anakin flips a switch and his engines come to life. The pilots flip switches and powerful energy binders shoot out between the engines. Aliens carrying flags move off the track. Jar Jar covers the sky. That's Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
Oh, this is gonna be messy. Misa no watching.
Exterior Mos Espa Arena Royal Box Day effects. Jabba bites off the head of a frog and spits it at a gong, signaling the start of the race. Gong. Exterior Mos Espa Arena starting grid day on a bridge over the track. A great green light flashes. The pod racers shoot forward with a high-pitched scream. Dies. All the other pod racers except one swerve around him and disappear down the track. The sleigh boy struggles to get his racer started. The two-headed announcer reports.
Andare oop!
Ooh, little Skywalker has stalled!
The crowd laughs and points at that small craft. Quadranados works frantically on his pod.
Well, it looks like Quadrano's having engine trouble also.
Quadranaro pounds on his dashboard in frustration.
Come on, Annie.
Finally, Anakin's engine ignites. He zooms away after the receding pack of competitors, leaving one quadrupod racer still trying to get started. The two-headed announcer describes the race as it progresses.
And there goes Skywalker!
Go, Annie, go.
He'll be hard-pressed to catch up with the leaders.
Exterior Mos Espa racetrack day. The pod racers fly across the desert. They round the first turn of the track side by side. Sebulba drives his pod into his rival, forcing him into the wall of the Lark Rock formation. Mahana crashes through a spectacular display of fire and smoke. Anakin is much faster than the back-end stragglers and passes them easily. One of the drivers, Cascano, won't let Anakin by. Anakin tries to pass him on one side and is cut off. Then he tries to pass him on the other side and is cut off. As they come over the cliff, drop off. Anakin backs off and then guns at his Gascano goes over the cliff. Anakin accelerates so fast that he falls right over the top of Gascano and speeds away. 4 Tusken Raiders the pods racing the canyon below them. One shot ricochets off the back of Animus pod.
Looks like a few Tusken Raiders are camped under the Canyon Do-Turn.
Mysterious Mos Espa Arena viewing platform day. The quadrupod engines start just as the racers come around the corner. The driver and Mario. The 4 engines go off in all directions, exploding.
Ooh! There goes Quadranero's power coupling!
The pod drops to the ground as Sebulba enters the arena, closely followed by all the other racers. Padme, Shmi, Jar Jar, and Qui-Gon watch another screen and look worried. Exterior Mos Espa Arena viewing platform day.
Sebulba kape me chispa wata!
The crowd screams. Friends confident in Anakin's defeat. Odie stops in the pits. Droids work on his engine. Dumb Ford stands in front of the engine and is sucked in, causing the engine to die. Dumb Ford the back of the engine, very bent up. The engine lets out the final wheeze. Then explodes. One puff of smoke.
Odi mandrel kuna wawunda dunko!
Droids?
Exterior Mos Espa Arena Royal Box Day. Jabba flicks a rodent off the edge, foing off the balcony. Exterior Mos Espa Arena Pit Day. R2 down in the pits with Kitster lets out a worried sigh. The driver of the quadrupod goes to work.
Where is Master Anakin?
R2 twitters something in response. Exterior Mos Espa Arena viewing platform day. Qui-Gon sits quietly meditating. Padme and Shmi search the landscape for any sign of racers.
Look, here he comes! On me!
Exterior Mos Espa racetrack day. Sure enough, coming on the bend is Anakin. The two-headed announcer is active. The crowd goes wild.
It looks like Skywalker is moving up the field!
Anakin continues to gain the pack. Tension for Shmi and Padme is unbearable. Exterior Mos Espa Arena Pit Day affects Kitster and Wald cheers. Anakin passes. Oh, yes!
He has to complete 2 more seconds. Oh dear.
Lap 2. Sebulba and the pack race past the main arena. The crowd stands and yells. Exterior Mos Espa racetrack day. Anakin is powering around the corners. The hills of cliffs, passing over right and left. Sepulva is in the lead. He's challenging by another racer, Zelbri. Sepulva slows a little, and as Zelbri pulls alongside, opens the side fin of the racer's engine, and the exhaust starts to cut through the alien's engine. The blast cuts along the engine until finally it explodes.
Ooh, I don't care what universe you're from, that's gotta hurt.